So we're out here getting our steps in. Here's the old moon. On this side. And we went and talked to the recruiter yesterday, and he said I'm waiting on a tattoo waiver and a dependent waiver. If you are a 17-year-old kid out of high school or whatever, 18-year-old going into boot camp, you probably won't need a dependent waiver. Now, the tattoo waiver is not because I have bad tattoos or anything like that. It is because they have to approve your tattoos because some people have offensive tattoos. So they take a picture of all of them. Look at the pretty sunset right now. Temp is nice out here. So they got to look at pictures of your tattoos, sizes, placement, and make sure you don't got anything crazy. The dependent waiver is because I have 3 dependents, the wife and the 2 kids. That is the maximum. He also told me that depending on your practice ASVAB score and a couple other factors, probably attitude and a job that you want, and if you say you're trying to retire or if you just want to do 4 years and get out so you can go get another job, they'll take that into consideration when giving you waivers. Now, the tattoo one, like I said, I don't think that's actually really like a waiver. They're just kind of, they put it in that category, but they're just looking at it to make sure that you don't have crazy tattoos. But the dependent thing, your dependents become the Navy's dependents, basically. So they want to make sure that you are something they want to invest in. The third thing was I'd gotten some advice from someone to pick my second rate that I want and then ask to take the D-Lab because I was worried about taking the D-Lab. And the recruiter told me, no, don't do that. He actually said, just go for the D-Lab. If you qualify for a CTI or any of those cryptologic jobs, I'll just get one of those jobs instead of CTI if I can't pass the D-Lab. And the D-Lab is the Defense Language Aptitude Battery. So that is a pretty hard test. Don't know if I could pass it or not. What's up? Thanks for joining the live. Just going over some stuff. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat there, and I'll try to answer them. Because MEPS has changed the process, look at a pretty sunset there. Can you guys hear the sirens off in the distance? Because MEPS keeps changing the process for how people get processed. Sorry for saying processed so many times. But they have a pre-screen now that they do because so many people are not eligible. They do a pre-screen to see if you're able to go to MEPS. And then when you go to MEPS, they still screen you, but more in depth. What's up, Ryan? So I did the pre-screen and all that. The recruiter also had me fill out a NACIS application. That's an application for top secret clearance. Man, that was all of 3 hours of filling out an application. You have to have, dang, why am I brain farting with the word? What is it called when people like vouch for you? Anyways, you have to have 3 of those at least. You have to put all your addresses from the past 10 years, all of your jobs from the past 10 years. You have to put all of your family members' information, like where they were born, what year. If it's your sister, you have to put her current name and her maiden name, all of these things. So because I'm 40, because I've been married twice, I have to even put their information too. So I have to put my ex-wife's information, my wife's information, my wife's parents, my parents, my brother, my sister, my half brother, my half sister, uh, my dad. I didn't have to put grandparents though, and then I had to put my kids. A lot of work. And then they have a questionnaire, like they did. It wasn't like a psychological one, like it wasn't a test, where they ask you, would you do this or this? It was more like, have you ever had counseling for drugs or alcohol? Have you ever been a part of a terrorist organization? Have you ever worked for any government agencies? When was the last time you traveled out of the country? And then any one of the ones you click yes to, you have to put all of the information accurately in that. It'll populate a new field that you'll have to put. Some of the options, it did say estimate, like there's a box that says estimate. So if you don't know someone's birthday exactly, maybe you can't get a hold of them or something, you could put estimate. And then on father, that's the only one that you could put don't know father's information. You can't do it for anyone else in your family, which I thought was weird. I guess it's really common for dads to not be around. I guess a lot probably chicks can get pregnant and not know by who, I guess. Um, do any of you guys that are here in the chat have any questions, or any of you guys going in anytime soon? He said we might be going to MEPS next week. Oh, yeah. So, what I was saying about the MEPS process, they used to send waivers to. Oh, hold on, a train's going by. It's right on that side of this wall. Oh, it was a metro, it was quick. So, they used to send the waivers to, I think he called it CRC, like some command recruit control center or something like that. They say abbreviations for everything, and I don't know what they all mean. But they used to send it to some command skipper, all of the recruiting stations. So that one office was getting overburdened with waivers. So then recently, they just changed it to where the commanding officer of my recruiting station can now approve it back at their office. So that's a lot better, because he's just taking care of my office now, like where I go, my recruiting station. So we're hoping, I don't know, hopefully by Friday we'll get those back. I don't know how long the NACES top security check takes. I imagine that takes a long time, especially since I'm 40. So I have a lot of history to look up and stuff like that. You put like past boss numbers and references. That's the word I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't know if they call them, or who knows. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. I got some really good references. That's important. And then, yeah, so we might go to MEPS next week. He said we meet at the recruiting station at like 9 a.m. or so. And mine is like kind of in a mall, not like in a mall, but it's in like there's like a parking structure there. It's like right next to a Buffalo Wild Wings, kind of like one of those outdoor malls, I guess. And he said we'll meet there at like 9 or whatever, and then we will ride down there together. Then we'll take the ASVAB the first day. After the ASVAB, stay the night, and then the next day do medical, which I actually think is cool, because the ASVAB day I can carb load the night before, like really fill myself up with energy and get all carb loaded up, power your brain. And then the next day I can fast, so my blood sugar is really good. I'm not diabetic or anything, but I don't know. I always worry about that. But fasted glucose obviously looks really good compared to if you eat. I guess I could eat protein or something too in the morning. I'll try to film as much of that stuff as possible. What's up, Marissa? Hey, Marissa, you got any questions? Anything I didn't think of? Right now, let's see if it shows. Oh, Walked 2.7 miles. I did a little running around today, so I'm getting my steps in late. My apartment complex here, if you walk all the way around it, 3 laps is 1 mile. So I think I'm about to finish my eighth or ninth lap, something like that. Be 3 miles. I normally walk around 10 miles here throughout the day. It's pretty easy, pretty important. If you want to get in shape, that's my pro tip for you guys. If you guys are trying to get in shape, try to walk 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. It's pretty easy. When I get into the delayed entry program, I'm probably going to start running. Oh yeah, and I asked about the delayed entry program, and they don't really have one. I guess they just call you once a month to see where you are, make sure you haven't gotten in trouble or hurt or anything. I was kind of hoping they would have like meetups where they run and study together and stuff like that, but I don't. I think my recruiting office is kind of like just doing the minimum. So maybe I'll meet some people there and set up my own study group. I haven't really seen. Actually, yesterday was the first time I've seen another recruit there. I guess she's going for IS, which is what my recruiter is. He's an information specialist. So I'll probably do. Why, Siri, get out of here. I'll probably do 4 miles right now, and then I'll go in and play some of the new Warzone. I just did the update. I had to move my game to another hard drive. I didn't realize I had it on a hard disk drive instead of a SSD. So move that over. I re-downloaded it. It's running better now, so I'll probably go in there and play some Call of Duty. Any questions before I go? Thank you for everybody who stopped by. What time is it right now? It is 17:33. Do you know what time that is? 17:33. Give you a hint. Subtract 12. Subtract 12 from 17. So it's 5:33. I know it's freaking dark here at 5 now. That's how you can tell it's winter time. So for military time, the first 12 hours of the day are normal. And then the second half of the day, you subtract 12 because it's 24 hours. It's 8:34 where you are? Oh, right on. Yep. So I'm pretty excited. I am kind of nervous. Um, you know, luckily my wife supports me a lot, but I worry about her and not being able to take care of her or, see my kiddos and stuff. That's one of the reasons why I'm going in the Navy. Besides the fact that I've always wanted to, but it'd be a good way to pay for my son's school because I don't think I can afford to pay for his college. My son is really smart, and he's probably going to want to go to a fancy school. So if I go to the military and he chooses like a yellow ribbon school, they'll pay like 200 something $1,000 for a school with my GI Bill. So pretty awesome. That's a really big motivator for me. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to all the shots they get in boot camp. I give myself a shot sometimes because I'm on testosterone replacement therapy, but it's just a little bitty needle. All the shots they give you, they freaking give you like 15 shots and jab you in the arm. I think the last one is called a peanut butter shot, and they put it in your butt cheek. That doesn't seem very fun, but we'll get through it. I'll definitely, I think I'm going to be 41 by the time I go to boot camp. I'll be 41 in December, and everyone says not a lot of people go to boot camp this time of year because of the holidays and stuff. People wait to go, January or whatever. So this will probably be my last Christmas, Thanksgiving, and birthday at home. And time to go and be a freaking sailor like my dad and my brother. All right. Thanks for everybody who joined, sticking around. Um, if you guys like this kind of update where I'm out walking around, let me know in the comments. Like the video, share it with your homies. Ask some questions. If you have questions you want me to get answers to, put them down below. If you got advice, put it down below. Other than that, I'll give you guys an update when I find out when I'm going to MEPS, and I'll try to do some videos going to MEPS, at MEPS, and after MEPS. All right? Peace.